All right, so today we're going to take our assessment over asking and answering questions about stories. So you will have a reading today called an Earful, as you can see on the screen. I'm going to see what you have learned so far from asking and answering questions. So asking questions while you're reading, answering those questions to help you understand what's going on in the text, all the little details that we need to know. So it is a test, so it will be read to you. The questions will be read to you, all of the answer choices as well. And then if you have anything after, you can go ahead and reach out and I'll get to you as soon as I can. I can get to you fairly quickly, so ask as soon as you have a question. So an earful. Your homework is to collect sounds, Mrs. Olson said. She handed out sheets of paper like giant ears. Then she held up a shiny blue kazoo. Everyone who gets an earful will get one of these. The class laughed. Later, Jacob glared out the school bus window. Not fair, he thought. How could he collect enough sounds on his family's farm? There were plenty of noises in town. If only he lived where tires squeal. Jacob scrambled off the bus when it screeched to a stop at his mailbox. But he wasn't in the mood to wave as it drove away. When he threw open the gate, it groaned like a ghost. That was how he felt about his homework. On the porch, Jacob knelt beside the kittens curled on the rug. They sounded like tiny motors when they purred. I'm home, Jacob called. He thumped his book bag down on a kitchen chair. The rocker in the nursery stopped creaking. How was school? His mother asked, walking in with his baby brother on her shoulder. She was patting his little back. I've got homework, Jacob grumbled. The baby burped, and Jacob laughed. That's what I think about it, too. Have a snack before you do your chores, his mother said. She took the animal crackers down from the cupboard. Jacob rattled the carton. Not many left. He crunched 2 tigers, 3 lions, and a seal, then gulped down some milk. Grrr, roar, ork. If only animal crackers were real. He would have plenty of noises to list. Goldie, Jacob's collie, wolfed as Jacob walked toward the barn. Her puppies were yipping in a straw-filled stall. Jacob plinked dog food pellets into their pan, and the pups snuffled and crunched. Before I go on, so far, it seems like there are so many noises and sounds being read in the story, but Jacob is too stubborn to notice these sounds. He doesn't hear them. He doesn't realize that everything around him is making a sound. Because so far, this whole page that I read was just full of different sounds that he could have written down. In the chicken house, Jacob shooed 2 cackling hens from their nests. He slipped their warm eggs into his jacket. Wouldn't it be funny if he forgot about the eggs and they hatched? He'd have a peeping pocket. In the corral, a black cow napped in the sun. Jacob woke her when he poured corn into her pan. Moo, thank you, she seemed to say. Tap, clatter, clink. Dad drove the tractor into the yard. The lid on the tractor's smokestack rattled when it chuffed and chugged to a stop. How was school? Dad asked, stepping down from the cab. Jacob shrugged. Okay, I guess, he said. I have some homework. Jacob put the eggs in the kitchen, then climbed to his treehouse. He could see Dad's beehives from the hayfield. 6 hives usually meant plenty of humming, but today he couldn't hear it over the scolding of the blue jays and the chattering of the sparrows. How could a person think? Quiet! Jacob shouted. Suddenly, he sat up straight. Cows mooed and puppies yipped. Chickens cackled in their yard. When Goldie began barking below, Jacob grinned. There were plenty noises on the farm. I hear you, he called. He hurried down from the tree. He had an earful of homework to do. So as you can see, he didn't notice all these sounds around him until the end, okay? So then he went and he was writing all these sounds down, and I'm going to start a new video because this one is going to end. So we will do all of the questions on this next video.